Russia is saying that we anyị bịa ya nso. Russia say anyị bịa ya nso na ọkwa na onye ụtara na-ejekwa onye ofe, mana nkịta ha na-ekwu ya in different languages now. Ha na-achọ ka ha si anyị bịa nso. So enwela different logic, different people try to present, and some of them now ndị kabusi grudges n'obi against a brother or the other. And may use this opportunity now see unu. We cannot go anywhere. We cannot go anywhere with bearing grudges. And the way kwanonye ya metesi ha ofuma karịa ibe ya. Onye ya metesi ha ofuma karịa ibe ya. So we cannot continue with these grudges, and onye ọbụla ịchọ ka onye ọbụla mụ na gị adịghị na mma, nchọzie ka isoro m buchite onye a iro, onye ahụ gịnị ya adịghị na mma iro. It doesn't work like that. It's not a fair thing. It's not fair. So ụmụnne, all lovers of freedom, I want to play what Russia foreign minister of foreign affairs, the Russian minister of foreign affairs. You know, Russia always, every year they have meeting with Africa. That's the only country. Even when you hear the Cameroon High Commissioner that was there in St. Petersburg, the Cameroon lady acknowledged the fact that it is only Russia. It's only Russia that has firmly or been standing with Africa. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Lavrov Sergei Viktorovic, he said something about it, that the Russian Federation, will continue to push even until the United Nations gives us a seat in that Permanent Security Council membership. We should be Africa, no one African country, so that we cannot be a member of the United Nations without having equal treatment. So because they are seeing us like anomano, and that Russia condemns such. And then the important thing he said that struck me is that Russia is still committed to assist any African country who is, or people who are seeking for self-determination. They want to reaffirm that. So I want to play the program. It is the recent event. I don't even know how many hours it is now, but I think I have to play it so that you know we are not making anything up. It will be important, you know, we are not making anything up. Let's hear from the Russian Minister of Foreign Affairs in the person of Lavrov Sergei Viktorovic, the man who has discharged his duty from the very first day till today as a Minister of Foreign Affairs very perfectly. He is a very good, that's why Vladimir Putin don't want to joke with him. So let us go there. Let's hear from him. You will really be happy you watch this. For those who have not, and the line is open for anyone who want to make commentary through the We go there now.
Prosperity to the citizens of your countries. Vladimir Putin. Colleagues, this year is marked by the 80th anniversary of the end of the Great Patriotic War and the Second World War, as well as the 65th anniversary of the UN Declaration on the granting of independence to colonial countries and peoples. This was emphasized in the President's address, and these epoch-making events are closely interconnected. On May 10, 1945, in a congratulatory telegram to the head of the Soviet government, Joseph Stalin, Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia noted, and I quote, "This victory, which brings us the end of the most savage tyranny the world has ever known, has brought us to the threshold of an era of greater happiness and greater justice for all peoples who were threatened with annihilation." End of quote. We remember and value the fact that hundreds of thousands of Africans fought in the armies of the anti-Hitler coalition, bringing victory closer. In turn,
did you hear what he said here? They are so committed, they want to stand match to match, leg to leg with all people who are threatened by those who feel they are stronger than others, by annihilation. Annihilation. What are we faced with in our land today? What are we faced with? They will stand with us through the things and thick. They want to make sure they get us away. You will hear let us continue to listen.
Bringing victory closer. In turn, the defeat of Nazism contributed to the development of the national liberation movement and accelerated the collapse of the colonial system. Our country, the tremendous contribution to the process of decolonization, which was based on one of the key principles of the UN Charter of the Rights of Nations to self-determination. For many years, we have selflessly supported Africans in their struggle for freedom and independence, consistently assisting the formation of young states and their comprehensive socio-economic development. Today,
that they are the ones who have consistently been supporting the existence of young states. They have consistently supported young states, especially Africa. And they are still very ready to support more. That they are the ones who fought tooth and nail to end colonization. And that colonization is what our people are still suffering even to today, because it has come in the guise of new. Those who left are still in through the instrumentality of imperialism. We are not in charge of our resources. But they might not be doing it like as it was done in the colonial era. In the neo-colonial era, where their imperialist ideology, has improved, they now use our own people to lord over us, put us perpetually in cage, remove every right that every human should have from us. We become rightless, people without rights. We become citizenless. So that they are very clearly that they are the ones who fought against that colonialism, and they are still ready to fight against the new, which is the modern one, the new, which we are passing through now. Now they're asking you, are you willing to cooperate with them so that we end this new, that you may have your absolute freedom? Let us continue to listen.
Development. Today, Russia continues to help strengthen Africa's position as a distinctive and influential center of global development. In particular, we support Africans' aspiration to obtain permanent representation on the UN Security Council. We will continue to assist interested African countries in strengthening their defense capabilities and countering terrorism, as well as ensuring food and energy security. In recent years, the African continent, establishing itself as one of the pillars of a stable multipolar world order, has achieved impressive results. Such progress has largely been made possible thanks to the collective will of Africans to address common challenges and achieve shared goals. We welcome the dynamic development of integration processes that contribute to strengthening solidarity on the continent and make its voice more influential. The African Union plays a key role in this regard. The colors of the Union's flag, adopted in 2010, are highly symbolic. The green color represents African aspirations and the desire for unity. Gold stands for Africa's wealth and its bright future. White represents the purity of the desire to have true friends around the world. Russia remains a reliable and loyal partner to Africans in strengthening their sovereignty, whose main threat continues to be persistent neo-colonial practices. In this regard, we believe that the theme of 2025 in the African Union is in keeping with the spirit of the times, which states justice for Africans and people of African descent through the payment of reparations. An important...
Now, Russia will always help to fight terrorists. They will help African states to strengthen their defense capabilities and fight terrorists. And you don't expect what you want them to say. They want to help African states the way they want to help emerging African states too. Now, those states who have made themselves terrorists, now how do you know terrorists? What is the physical looks of a terrorist? Go and you are hooding yourself up with the terrorist mask. Who are the people that wear mask? Now check the court case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is charged for terrorism, whereas what he was apprehended, when he was apprehended, he was caught with items that are just personal use items, all his 4 bags. Now they did not see anything like hood, face mask. They did not see anything like guns or anything. They saw everything that can be seen with a normal man, and the person they found him with was proven, attested by the witness too, that the person has nothing terrorism attached to her, and everything they found Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with nothing was, so it was maybe his snacks, bread and everything he bought, he want to use, iPhone, iPad and all of that. Now the person who said he is a terrorist is wearing the terrorist mask to bear witness against him before the world. So do you wonder why the people who happen to be the vice president and presidents have the tag in their personality such as they are having? Those who dine and wine with the most notorious terrorists in Africa and happen to be the ones they call their excellencies, and those who have different criminal cases all over the world, they bear the name their excellencies. That is the situation. But now, let's not allow too much deviation. The Russian state, the Russian nation is telling you their preparedness. What else are you waiting for? What do you want to hear? I heard a brother of mine and some of our own people who were making some arguments. They were building on the broadcast made some time ago, not now, I think within the last week, by our APM, that we should fight our battle. Nobody is going to help us. Something made our APM sound that way. Maybe very soon you will not hear him sound that way again. And when somebody says something, you should take it from the angle. He was somehow saying something like, we should not slack in our fundraising, even though we know fundraising will never make us have our freedom, fight the enemy. It's not possible, but we still need to raise fund. That's what he was trying to establish. He was guarding against those who don't support what we are doing, yet they just want to distract with ideologies that they don't even have a link on how to secure it or get it working or useful. Now, some people now, because they feel they know some people who are working on that ideology, please help me share in all Biafran platforms, Brigade and whatever, please. Now, okay, I think, should I just continue playing this one for now? Let me continue playing it.
Payment of reparations. An important step in this direction was the adoption by the UN General Assembly in December of last year of a resolution on the eradication of colonialism in all its forms and manifestations, which calls for consideration of the establishment of an international day for the struggle against colonialism on December 14th, the day the UN Declaration on the granting of independence to colonial countries and peoples was adopted. We expect that the corresponding draft resolution will be adopted as early as this autumn at the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. This, of course, will contribute to the fight against neo-colonial practices which Western countries continue to use in the...
Now, for those in that particular way, I will still play it maybe later. Then, they were suggesting that we have to be the one to fight our battle. Nobody is going to help us. Those who are calling, oh, Russia, 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 we should stop that. Now, those who were saying that, because they took our APM out of context, that's what I want to just establish here. That Russia will never help us. We should focus. We will be the one to defend ourselves, not them. Now you will ask those people who are championing that, because they have problem with some people they perceive that some people whom they feel they are enemies to, same Biafrans who fellow Biafrans in the same brigade, they feel that some of their colleagues are now their enemies. So any idea that is coming from that quarter should be antagonized. Now they're trying to sell a narrative. They will be sharing it. Oh, see what our IPM said. They will be sharing that kind of narrative, trying to, dissuade people from, joining in the call for Kremlin's help. That they will do it. Now you ask them, how do you want to do it without the people, those people's help? You want to continue a suicide mission? No, you cannot. It is suicide mission to think you can continue yourself. You can do it, because you can never do it yourself. You can never do it yourself. You don't have what it takes to do it yourself. They have superior firepower, superior equipment you don't have. And for you to stand them, you need to get a friend who will give you that superior firepower. You take them head on. So now, what he is saying here is, you will have to fight the neo-colonialism. They cannot be fighting the neo-colonialism to save you. It's not to save themselves. To save you, and you are going against them. You need to join them. So he said, the neo-colonialism, he mentioned it here, the West. It is Western America. The West, he called it the West. The neo-colonialism. They are ripping you, sucking you. That's the parasite. Now, how do you now want to tell somebody now you go do them yourself, and you told somebody to believe you that you are having lobby? Then your lobby, is it just to, how will you just be recognized without confronting your enemy? Then you said, oh, you are not yet in charge of your territory. How, what you now will you do magic to be in charge of your territory when you don't have what it takes to get to be in charge of your territory? They are still selling your natural resources to, to Balagebwe. They will sell your natural resources before you. So you don't have access to your resources. You can't protect yourself. You need to get friends. When you are looking at those who flourish, you say, oh, those who flourish, those who succeeded, they fought for themselves, they made their success by themselves. Yes. Did they just succeed? They were all members of the military. And how did they succeed? They were funded by foreign machineries, by foreign powers. The things they used to conduct the coup that established them, that made them, that gave them success and gave their countries the light today, was funded by foreign powers. And the foreign powers are the only ones who can do it. It's not what you, I have a big command, I have. No, it's they are poor to funding. They are not matched to. They don't have the capacity to fund such exorbitant projects. So you cannot continue to Biko. You cannot continue to use maybe your bitterness over one person to stop or to frustrate the thing you have been sincerely looking for. And not because of you want and you want everybody to join you in fighting that person that you see as your enemy. Why are you seeing the person as your enemy in the first place? You cannot be seeing your brother as your enemy. Otherwise, you are not serious. You can't be fighting. What then will your real enemies do? They will laugh at you. Because you know very well that the people you are seeing as enemies are not your enemies. One might make mistake, yes, but cannot just condemn that person outrightly because the person made a mistake. So after I play this Oliver the Kokwe song, I want you to call in those who want to call into this live program to make your own input because I'm playing this song to support what I'm saying. Those who want to have their brothers support them in fighting one person they perceive an enemy, of course you don't need to be seeing anybody as your enemy in this struggle, unless those who deliberately who have sworn that they will stop what we are doing. Is okay, then that person becomes the Biafran people's enemy, not your personal enemy. Oye mejolo baralumo, oye mejolo baralume nugo, omume dị n'iche n'iche, omume mmadụ niile abụrụ ofu. Onwe ka onye si eme, nke onye na-eme n'elu ụwa ka ibe ya na-asọ. Omume onye dere ya nwanne m, omume onye na-asọ ya ụsọ. Onye dị mma, onye dị mma, onye dị mma, Chukwuma onye dị mma, onye dị mma n'azụ. Ụsọ bụ elezi agharụ. Nwanne na nwanne na-adị mma, elezi agharụ. I'm looking for that song here. I'm looking for that song. Let us not continue with grudges. Most things in our for anime, I take a 1 step, I take a 5 step backward. Awkward grudges. Katamoya, with his brother, let us sabotage him. You have heard the statement severally. Different people in the struggle, and then on the media, they have said it. They have said it in the past. Katamoya Abonya. Then the person is seeing this. Sigi anybody wearing her to get us succeed in this, please. Let the person do whatever you have to offer to get us this. Amalunga mobiao. Amalunganya mobia e. Mmadụ niile na-eme omume dị n'iche n'iche, omume mmadụ niile abụrụ ofu. O nwere ka onye si eme, nke onye na-eme n'elu ụwa ka ibe ya na-asọ. Omume onye na-dere ya nwanne m, omume ya na-asọ ya ụsọ. Onye dị mma n'azụ. Ụsọ bụ elesi agha. No, ebude ejiri mma gburiwe. So this is another thing I chose. Yes, everybody were a mistake. Everybody made mistakes. Any kwege I make a mistake in K. So, onye camera so onye camera ekoku. You see, my brother, thank you so much. Our Biafran song will not be here. We are so rich in culture, we are so rich in arts, and we are also rich in science. That is why we must go close to a country. Now look at this, please. This is important. Listen very well. Listen very clearly. There is something I want to. As I said, we are so good, rich in culture, rich in arts, and I want you to listen to this one thing. Now, this is it. Why we are going to a country that will give you everything you need. Now, it's true, we already know America will never give you freedom. No European, Eastern, or let's say Western Europe, Northern Europe, no European country except for this Eastern, especially Russia. That's the only people that will give you that assistance. They will also give you technology. They don't support anybody whom they will not give. They want you to be liberated totally. Check everybody who run to Russia today. They are all big giants. China ran to them, embraced them, made their ally. China is great today. Check even South Africa. Check Iran. Check everybody that run. Look at North Korea. Look at North Korea. You cannot mention a country that is in standing today, especially militarily, without mentioning North Korea. They will give you freedom and give you a wherewith. They give you what to sustain it. You cannot say you have freedom without having strong economy, without having technology. It's not possible. Ask yourself, why is India always cleaving on to Russia? No matter their relationship with any other person, but we cleave on to Russia. Why? That is the only person that will give you. India is enjoying technology today because they are embracing Russia. They will teach you because they want you to believe. They have a target. Now go back and read what Putin said some years ago, which is still circulating now. They are not going to confront West with a gun. They are not going into physical warfare, but they know how to deal with them because they know that they are lazy. They will only take away that place they are getting free food from them. Make Africa get their full independence. When he set Africa free, that they will go hungry, and that he must do. That is what you are hearing him state today in this program I just played. That Russia are still committed in making sure Africa gets absolute freedom. That those who are seeking for self-determination, that's what they started with. Those who are seeking for self-determination, they are going to assist them get their freedom. Those who already have their those already existing African countries who are still suffering neo-colonialism, they are going to set them free from it. They need their cooperation. That's what the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Russian Minister of Foreign Affairs, is saying. Those African countries who already are existing, they will help them have, unless they are not ready to be free. Then those who are seeking self-determination, they will give them voice. Whom do you think they are talking about? They are talking about us. They are talking about us. Then you ask yourself, why is the voice going high now? This is their 2025 African Day observation event. They do it every year, and this is still hours ago. They are restating. They are making it clear for those who did not hear what they said last time to hear it now. They are fully ready. They are committed to assist you. Then you cannot just be a member of United Nations. That you have to be a member of the parliament. They have been pushing for that. These are the things he said here. So he's reiterating them. They have always said it. Thank you, my sister Mercy. Chukwugozie. Oya bụ eziokwu. Anyị ga na-ekwu eziokwu Chineke. We cannot continue to go ebe ụzọ na-adịghị. So for those whom our APM was addressing, maybe you attacked the government wrongly. He is saying, maybe the way you said it, you presented it, you will hear him. Maybe the way you said it, he reacted in that way. So for those who are behind, who want to make impute, look at the number there. Please, you can call in to make your impute. Once you are calling in, we will step down and allow you to make your impute. We are waiting for you. The number of it was 10 and now it dropped, it's 9. What happened to your likes? Are you going to cook soup with your like? Click on the like button so that YouTube will know we are here. Hit on the like button if you have not. So you are listening. So those who are saying our APM was telling you because you want to stop the fundraising, you are trying to attack fundraising. Please let me also use this opportunity to correct our sister Ada Ramma. Ada Ganirun kineme demma Ganirun emia. Ada biko Ada Ramma. Ada mo Biafra. Ada biko onwe ihe mma like ka ime na programs gị na-abụ ị na-emebukwa ya before mana ikpeazụ a maazị m ị na-akpọ ka ndị mmadụ na-atụnye ego, and last time before fundraising gbagote ọkwa gị maso mee the broadcast, mana nke ikpeazụ a o nwere ka isi bịa na-ege ndị mmadụ na-asị gị na anyị achọta akaụntụ ọzọ. Because what I wish to advisable discouraging and them support mana here emebu na ebe ijita number members of the brigade gina ha niile na-ekwusi ọ bụ na ịnụ complain na men si na dị ka ahịa na-enye ha reduce ikpọ ha privately, ya bụzie na ị na-akpọ a na-eme gị ignore. CRC Bulls nọkwa there, so you can reach out kwa gị na van na-eme program last time na afọ gị, so that means gị na members of the cabinet can know in terms. So ihe gbasara ihe security all the sensitive, so ọ bụghị mgbe niile ka ị ga na-ekwu maka ya, so ihe achọ ụzọ na-ebinye anwụrụ ya sị ka emechie ya ọnụ, but imagine ọ bụrụ na enwere eze anyị adị ka ndị amara ife a na-eme, so anyị enwerere onye na-eleka onye abụ onye isi, so we channel our complaints ka ọ bụzie na ị na-ekwu n'ikwu nwere onye na-enye ọnụ a na-eme gị ignore, so you channel your concern. Nweghị onye sị ka a short oge up ma ọ gịnị, so ya akpụ brain ma ka esi marịa ya haziere ya na ọzọ dị ka ibie. Ebe ọ gbasara our brother, ihe gbasara our brother ọ maka program ị mere recently, the reactions ihe a lot of people na-ekwu, this our brother na-eme Biafran Unite, ị nwere ike kpọọ ya privately, ọ bụrụ na ị like ha ka mmadụ use platform gị were bịa run wire down, ị nwere ike kpọọ ya privately si ya nna lekwa o nwere ife na-etube ya dị ka ya na-akpọ ya gịnị baị ikuku baị abi ka ọ gịnị ikuku nna nwere ike kpọọ ya privately si ya nna lekwa anya ikuku nna onweghị na okenye si ọmara egwu ana n'ọnwa aghụghọ ka ọ dị, so na ya asị na ịmahọ nwere ebe nke nwe onye na-asọpọt ọkwanụ ofu Simon Ekpa akwan ka ijikwe n'azụ ya wee mee venwa so ọ bụrụ ihe niile some people na-eme comment na live ọ bụrụ ihe niile ka a ga na-ebute public like that and Biafran unite o megokwe mistake o mere mana ị nwere ike iyuzukwe a sisterly love wee gwa otu ọgịnị ya na-akparị ọ dị nka gịnị ya na-akpa isi ya nna ị bịara ịkọndem ya ma ọgịnị mana ya lekwa na okenye si ọmara egwu a na wa aghụghọ ka ọ dị na we must call a spade from ihe mesigoro so far o nwebere onye nwere ike isi onwere onye dị perfect mana na onwegodu ebe ife dị mma ebe dị obvious that this is definitely not in the good standing. In case you don't really like this one style, but okay, in the good standing. So, and you said you are protesting you are supporting those who will go for protest for our PM, and you have heard message from our PM, even from our dad's platforms. So, unless you say you also don't trust Ada, if you trust Ada, you should know now where you might not like the style of a certain person. Yes, but you have. It's not possible they are saying no nebrano. You should be able to have a beku. Abruze no na be raise a concern. You will be, ignored and clamped down on. Coming to say what are the serious? What are the serious? Again, we many and are the serious. So let us. I know use kwa akonuche. We na eme ha kai. I we ga nkwe niru. Nki bazo abo maka iga niru. Ayi aga niru. Ayi abe ogu na ija enwezi isi nki bazo. Mana kai pokoko nwaanyi ọnụ. Kai pokoko nwaanyi ọnụ. Kai na speak from a common front. All go something say afocha go do the very obvious. Imogodo na you nwere ike like charonka but nka go do the obvious na nke isoro. You nwere ike say like charonka mana nka the obvious na nke isoro. Kwe wata okuma na nka na nke isoro. Because nka is built on lies, deceit. It is obvious that this one is not in order. There are many things when I feel ya for anything you around this one now, Imagona car is really error. At least in my brigade, yeah, on kid you name Simon promote to your platform on that. So we should apply conscience also. One mother, I come in peace, in love there. Because I actually had them I continue now. Make happy. Keep on making your own impute. On the Witakwa Mobona mother na try Ibiakwa, then government it will see them the government and then ignore. So the members of the brigade, in case on our bonding mother nabia, the brigade upon the mother nabia will take concern, lovers of freedom, who name ignore. And unadena too assertive, unadena too autocratic. Hey, it's a government, but unadena autocratic. The will of the people should always prevail. Don't assert the Kuriana or decree. Let the people's input matter. Also, anyị ekwuola onwe ndị nwere interest ịkpọ because mmadụ nọrọ mmadụ hit we na like button. Mmadụ nọrọ mmadụ hit na like button. Biko ọkwa mmadụ nọ then o nwere ife ọzọ Senator Ben Bruce. Okay, even that program na Bobo. I cham na play cham ya. Because somewhere the Cameroon okay, watch it on your own. You know about the Cameroon lady na ekwoku. Let me emphasize on something. That it is only Russia Bonde na kudosi with Africa ike. Utobo no sidi. No Russia. Ndozo nejao abia. Ndozo usawo. What to take, what to steal from you. Now, if for that only Russia bonye fair dealing. If Russia is coming to deal with you, international dealing, yes, they have international. Some people will say, oh, you might have benefit from Burkina Faso. Nothing. Go and check the contract Burkina Faso yeah, had to mine 20,000 ton metrics of gold for them. It was a very transparent business deal. Very transparent business deal. Now they will also encourage you to even begin to invest on technology, build these things and do it yourself, so that you stop. Anybody will stop. Other people will stop exploiting you. They want you to know how to do it yourself. Refinery, they will encourage you. Do this one, they will encourage you. Niger has built, I think, a modern refinery now. They are also building cotton. They are also refining, producing their cotton by themselves. They are no more moving it to Europe. So people are waking up. Why will people be waking up here? And they are not they can do when kwesiri help give ya na agbaku ha na adanana. And I use give biko bia o biko no bia no bia ka elo. We fefa na acho. Ada achoro ego ya, ada achọ your resources. Fa we resources ebe obu ibu. We fefa na achọ dị iche. Ife na achọ bụ na ife ya akwụsị. Ndị nke ni fa na do aka n'ọnụ bụ ndị Western Europe and America. Ka akwụsị ihe ha na-achọ ịrụ ma ihe ya amị mmanụ ma ebe ndị ọzọ niile ha na-eme ka akwụsịba ị na-enweta oke uru from bunu, enwezie oke uru ha na-enweta bunu wee na-agbasị ha na wọl ya ife fachọ enweta ife ọzọ fachọ iche akwụghọtagofo gwane kenuzie Senator Ben Bruce na-ekwu.
When we erase Bite of Biafra from the map, nobody has a right to erase the name Bite of Biafra from the map. If it's Bite of Biafra, put it back on the map. You have no right to take Bite of Biafra off the map, put it back on the map, and let's fix our problem. You have to go back in history to understand why there was a civil war in the first place, and 50 years later, why the same people are agitating for independence. In '66, we had the first coup, where it was alleged that the Igbos wiped out northern leaders in the military. Second coup, the one to...
Now, the only mistake he made here, he said, why it was alleged that he is trying to establish the background of what transpired, because Nigerian state consciously tried to erase the history of this Biafran war, the Holocaust and all of this. They don't want the generations unborn to know about it. Now, Senator Ben Bruce, approached the Nigerian vice president to ask him, why did you people do this? He said, yes, they want to make sure they blot out every memory of this Biafra. They don't want this anything, so that the Biafran quest will not rise again. And him now, here in this fora, this platform, Senator Ben Bruce is telling you that the question is still coming up, because the issue that led to that war is not yet addressed. The oppressions, all the intimidations, all the humiliations, all the bullying, all the team bomb they are giving to our people, they never cease from it. They are still doing it. So he said, instead of trying to remove the history, go and look for what is the reason, what caused this in the first place. Address it. Why are you erasing the history? That's what Senator Ben Bruce is saying here. Because you are erasing this history, the future politicians will continue to do these things that led to that war. So if you teach it, everybody will take caution and avoid those things. Now, Ordinary that Davido said he's an Igbo one, or he's identifying with the Igbo brothers. Some youths are now beginning to bully him. Why will you don't know who is Igbo? You don't know who is this one? These things, because you did not teach. You try to remove these things from him so that nobody will continue into that bitterness. It was bitterness that we are still preaching against. The person you say, now Senator Ben Bruce made a mistake here. After establishing this background, he did not remember to say why it was alleged that Igbos did this. That it has been corrected now. The history has been put right by the former head of state of Nigerian state, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. That this part of the history, the wrong history, has now been rewritten. So that's what he forgot to say. I think if he had said that, it would have been the lies have been corrected. So, but let's continue to listen to him.
And there was a lot of bloodshed, killing the Igbos. Igbos were killed in the north. They moved back to eastern Nigeria. Ojukwu became head of state, declared.
Now, when he said that the Igbo, it was alleged that the Igbos, killed these people. Then this one now, he's not telling you that this one now is alleged. He said this one is what practically happened. There was a Holocaust. The Igbos were targeted in the north. They were killed in large numbers. So this is what he is trying to state. We are analyzing YouTube. We are not trying to. We don't encourage violence in our platform. We're only trying to tell, analyze public figures' press statements.
A nation called Biafra. The war started. We fought for 3 years. The war was over, and southeastern Nigeria and eastern Nigeria, as it was called, was integrated into Nigeria. That is the background. Now, when the war was over, I asked the Vice President of Nigeria a fundamental question. There are two questions asked. One, why did you erase the bite of Biafra from the map of Nigeria? And he said that at the Supreme Military Council meeting, they felt Biafra would rise again. And so the federal government at the time did everything possible not to talk about the war in Nigeria. So, from 1970 to the present, a generation of Nigerians who were born did not know we had a civil war. And I know a lot of young people who do not know Nigeria fought the war. This policy of being an ostrich and not addressing issues is counterproductive. If you live in America, you know you had the Vietnam War, which happened at the same time as the Nigerian Civil War. You had the Korean War, you had the First World War, you had...
Now, when our APM was delivering his notes, I think that was last week, and some people tried to picture something, tried to cut out something from his video. They tried to say it was the same Russia that shit us that you want us to go to. Some people was trying to put word into his mouth, or try to cut out a certain part and then market it. Somehow it was to discredit the IPM, but we understood it, so we don't want to discredit him. Now, to put this straight, the history, right? That same time that war was going on, it was the same time the Vietnam War was going on. And the Russian capability. Russia weapon the American troops, weapon ha shege banza, weapon ha degema. In Russia weapon America shege banza. America made their highest loss of servicemen. They recorded their highest loss of servicemen in that war. In fact, I can't remember a country record of such loss. Russia weapon ha shege banza there, because it was the Cold War. That was, this thing just ended. The Second World War ended, so it was the Cold War era. It was Cold War era, where nations, Cold War meaning, or look at this thing now, or this is my enemy, so we now come to, because Onya is my friend, then we use the same person to be fighting here outside their own borders. So where this person is benefiting, this person goes there to fight, and all of that. So it's the Cold War. Now, Russia's jets was used to shoot at us. Correct. Their jet, their sheller, their bombarder, it was used. Who was the pilot? Because they came from that Vietnam. They were called. Their brothers, Britain, called them. Because they don't want to be seen like the devil on cross. And Russia is always bold. Wherever it stands, they stand boldly. But it wasn't Russia. That is one thing I want you now to get correctly. It wasn't Russia. It was USSR. And as at that time, the president was the Ukrainian man. It's a man from Ukraine. So now the Ukrainian man, Ojukwu led a course at Ndinine, Akavadina. That he made the loss of life of our people. Both the middle belt of Nigeria, both the USSR jet bombarders, both the people that the pilots, Ojukwu caused them. And you know who Ojukwu is? He was as spiritual as Mazen Namdekana, Simon. So the people who lead our struggle are always very spiritual. So now, people said that the sword, Mara, will not leave your land, and your people will be slaughtered unprovoked. Your people, Agebuha, unprovoked. Is it happening today in the Middle Belt? Is it happening today in Ukraine? So that president of the USSR, then, his people are witnessing and it's not going to stop until the figure that will satisfy the spirit of our ancestors. Ojukwu stood in the gap of our ancestors, our fallen heroes. The spirit of our fallen heroes dominated, took over Ojukwu's body, and spoke, laid a course. Every day now you see Tiwa Danjuma. Every day now you see Yakubu Gowon. All of them are crying. Their own communities are now under raiding. They are paying the price. They are reaping the seed they sow. That's what is happening. So those who want to bank on it was USSR. So let us continue.
You have the Second World War. You have all kinds of wars. And they talk about it all the time. If you watch the Discovery Channel, you can see all the wars in the world. And the reason they televise these wars is so that you can learn from the mistakes of others, so that you do not become a fool and make the same mistakes and fight again. And
now, are you seeing it? Because some people made themselves fools because they are running away from history. They made themselves fools. The same thing their colleagues, their ancestors did. The oppression, the subjugation, the unprovoked spying of our people that they carried out, they are still doing it. But they forgot that what they are trying to, call for will not end up the way it ended last time. The middle belt that gave them the numbers that they used that last time, their land is bleeding, and they know every day they are calling out the people that are buying them. So tomorrow, if anything rises up, anything happens, definitely they will not support the people who are buying them today. They are awake today. They are now, their eyes are open now. So for that particular voice note, I will want you to listen to it. That particular voice note that they are sharing.
Of our bosom strength. And yes, we can get that at 8 p.m. will be around 2:30. That's when I shake my head. I'm like, oh my God. So all this time, our Prime Minister will be on doing his exposition to the middle of the night, which is morning in Finland. All this are sacrifice. He did it not one year, not two, not three. My fellow Biafrans, now we remember our hero day. What have you and I sacrificed? Are we the noise makers pretending to be preaching the gospel just like Biafra Unite, fake people? Are we one of them? Fighting Biafra, fighting what we believe, pretending.
All right, let me suggest something again. The brigade government, in order to also increase their income, they should create a platform. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu instituted this IPOB. He arranged for a platform. The DOS sustained that platform. So we cannot be going backward. The brigade should have brigade media. The brigade should have brigade media. To be frank, a lot of us are not really interested in this Biafran struggle. We are only interested in making money using our social media handles. But because once you mention Biafra, people will definitely follow you. So I want to call my colleagues, myself inclusive, let us not see this as an enterprise. Again, the brigade cabinet arranged for a media. When you say media team, anybody will use this platform. No. Create Facebook, YouTube, and every other social media handle which will be monetized, so that the brigade can, be, supporting its income and regulate the activities of Biafrans on the social media space. Create these platforms, create them so that, because it is obvious, it is clear. When I listen to a lot of our people, including myself, I see that some of the programs we are doing, it's just gossip. It's unnecessary. Most times they are not informative. I'm including myself so that nobody will think sometimes, most times, in fact, when we check, above 80%. Yes, so let's guide ourselves and also increase the brigade's income. Create a platform that will be good. Somebody already said it in one of our platforms. Somebody suggested that. It's just coming to my head now. Somebody suggested it before now. I think it will anyhow. Then some broadcasters of the Biafran Republic government in Israel can always come in occasionally as the brigade organizes it. You can, reach out to them whenever you want them to be involved. Reach out to them, then they will avail themselves if they are free and join programs. You might not be just maybe you give them access, or one of the maybe the Minister of Information should be in charge. They then usher in others or connect others. Maybe he is busy himself in his office, then he can connect others, the person that is free for that day to make the broadcast, and the broadcast also should be guided so that it will not just be gossip. When we don't have anything to say, instead of coming to just do gossiping, we stay. That way it will be fine. It mustn't be when we succeed in building us, after the brigade succeeds in building us, giving us fame, and then we now begin to use it against the same government. So that's a humble suggestion. So, and also thank you, brigade, for understanding Ebem Naje, because over the other side, I Gabu Kimbu. I got those on calls over the now. And thank you for how to find a good. Stay na Mara Chineke. I able Zodi. All right. Oh, I think I was playing something before. Lovers of freedom, are we together? Seekers of justice, are we together? Are we together? So, please, any information to pass, any input, the line is ready, waiting for Biafrans to call in and make their input. So who is coming in?
Government in Israel.
So
they are part of us. You know, these are saboteurs. These are people that want us to fail. You know your enemy. You are not careful, your enemy is right sitting beside you. Some have flogged themselves around the Biafran movement just to make money from it, just to profit themselves, fake people. All they want to do is to cajole us, to condemn us. But we have a message for them. They have failed upon arrival. Scammers, liars, betrayers. This journey that we Biafran people have embarked on, like somebody like me, when I do use the word that I'm not a good guy, I don't mean that I'm evil human being, no. I'm a bad guy in restoring our freedom. I can fight anything fightable. I can be brutal. I can not be nice for us to be free. I grew up knowing that either you live as a freeborn or you live as a slave. Either you rich or you poor. Either you're a black man or you're a white man. Either you're educated or you're not. Either you have your country, Biafra, or you're not. You have to choose one. Either you want darkness or you want to live in darkness, or you want light. Either you are weak or you are tough. The leader of the free world, United States of America, they did not get to where they are by being weak. They did not get to where they are by being social media committee losers. strength through peace. You use your strength to achieve the peace. You can't talk, and you will have the peace. Strength. This world is built of power puzzle strength. You have to be tough, you have to be strong to overcome your enemy. Our Biafrans want to be so weak, praying for Russia to come and be their Jesus Christ to save them. It don't work that way. You have to be prepared to save yourself. That is why this saying goes that freedom is not given. You take your freedom. Yes. If the United States of America found out that we are kicking the ass of the Nigerian terrorist country, they will be our best friend. They want people that are ready to take the bull by its horn. Not to make complaining.
Sorry to come again, to cut it again. You people.
Now, did you understand what I've been saying? I know a lot of people do not understand what I mean when I said some people have been cutting the speech of our APM to serve their purpose. They are cutting this side where he is saying something about, we have to, man up and all of that. Yes, of course, we should be. Then, before he said something in this way, there was a reason why he sounded that way. There are some people who were pushing for something and they are not committing anything. So, our brothers, I know you will listen to me, because please, if you are here, you are not sharing this program in Biafran platforms, you are not doing well. So now, our brothers who are cutting these things, I love you, Biafrans love you, but it doesn't pay you, doing this. Nadeka, one of our own, there's something he does say. He said his father told him then, or his father do say something like ejoro nwanta kedu ihe gburu nne gị ọsọ ero ijo ya kedu ihe gburu nna gị ọsọ ero elekwe ihe gburu nwanne gị ọsọ ero eleke gburu nke nwaanyị ọsọ ero ọjọọ na elekwe ihe iche ya n'ọkụ ugbu a ọsọkwa na ero ọjọọ ya again isi na ogene bụ ihe gburu nne gị na nna gị na ụmụnne gị ndị ọzọ ọsọkwa na ero gịnị ka iche na-ekwe n'ọkụ ọsọ na ero so ero ka ịma na ya gburu nne gị ero ka ị ka na-echi ekwe n'ọkụ. So we shouldn't be lying to ourselves. APM was reacting to what happened. So if based on here some people made it. So he was seeing hypocrisy from those people who were doing that. So now it's not as if he is telling you he doesn't know that that day Donald Trump or American government no ihe Biafra and enwekata our lobby firms lobbyists na-agara anyị from time onye ndu Bruce Fenn ha agakata ndị nke layers ha na-agakwa kịta. So for how many years ka na-akwụ lobby firm ụgwọ sikwu okwu, mana sọsọ one day ka Donald Trump nụrụ ebe Amnesty International kwuru na a na-egbu ndị mmadụ na Middle Belt na 2018 mgbe Buhari bịara for visit. He scolded Buhari before the camera and said something that America will not tolerate that kind of thing. Now, last 3 months or so, a Catholic bishop or Anglican bishop visited US, visited the senator and said something about the killings in the Middle Belt. Once the thing took over the whole of it, became a serious issue of discussion. He did not get any lobby firm. Just said to one senator, he showed his concern, expressed his concern and what's happening to the people, and it became a serious issue. So your own that you have been paying lobby firms, you do videos, you spread your videos every day, and you're on the internet, they are seeing it, and you make official appeal, you take diplomatic measures, they are not listening. They keep mum that even Donald Trump was to be inaugurated in 2016. Biafran people gathered themselves, jubilated in his support, and they were pied by the same oppressor. And after they were pied, next 2 weeks you saw American envoy came into Nigeria to discuss business deals with the state that pied people because of his for jubilating over your victory, and you still send envoys to come and be talking business with him, and ignored them, never for in any way try to even do as if he knew that happened. No impression that people lost their lives for him. He don't want to ever mention the name Biafra. So you don't exist to them. You don't exist. So now somebody telling you, somebody sharing a video to show you that this place is no good area. Those are Russia. What did Russia do? Russia did nothing. Russia has helped a lot of states. So Kuno Maria Amara, Russia chọrọ anyị nke ikpeazụ a site na amara Chineke. Ihe anyị eme ya when it's time. Ada asụrụ oyibo. When it's time ife kwesịrị ime anyị eme ya. Ngadịba wee bụrụ nke abụ ka anyị banye n'okwu ọzọ. Onwere onye chọrọ mkpọ life, onweghị onye nwere any input to make. Onweghị onye nwere any input to make. All right. Maka ndị na-ejubilate na men Simon anwụọla. Ndị ahụ na-ejubilate na Simon anwụọla. Men Simon ji arụ ọrụ anwụọla, and they mock you by still telling you that they are working with Simon, and they are jubilating that men Simon ji arụ ọrụ na nada na-ese gị kedu mgbe ha ya eme broadcast ọzọ. So eji m ihe nji wee kwute okwu akwa maka our brother Biafran Unite and the other people say na ha nọ neutral. So onye gwa onwe eziokwu, because anụrụ m ebe idere something si na Biafrans adịbe serious. So, but it's well. I just pray you come out from that ụzọ ahụ ị na-aga ọ dịghị mma. Biafran Unite nwanne m biko. Okay, Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ nke onye chiri ya zere. N'ụbọchị taa anyị ga-eweta ejemozi a na njedebe mgbasa ozi nke ụbọchị taa. Ya ka anyị ji asị onye anyị hụrụ tata ka ahụ onye chi. Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ. Ebe ọ bụ na onweghị onye nwere ihe ọchọ nkwu ka anyị weta ejemozi a na njedebe. Ya gaziere gị nwa Chineke, onye chọrọ ihe ọma. Mana tupu a na-eweta ozi a na njedebe, ọ ga-adị mma na anyị nụrụ ozi onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ziri ka anyị wee mara. Anyị akọwa ya bụ ozi, gbarie ya ọfụma. O wee si o geenụ ntị.
You don't want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti prime minister? Then what on earth are you doing here then? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing that.
You are a slave. You are not supposed to be a slave, but you are. Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ ka anyị gwa onye nwanyị eziokwu. Ihe njem nwere onwe anyị a Chineke enyere anyị aka. Onye ọbụla nọ n'Europe, Over na America. Iji they go to passport. Iji they go to Aukobodo. You are still not one of them. You are not. So what's the mass Gijidia Ibo part of them? Yes. Take it to the bank. Okay, Watakwaria. Ibo part of them. Nke bụ nke anyị bụ nke anyị ijiri go akwụkwọ obodo ha and ị gaghị achịnwu ihe gbasara Biafra nọrọ n'ebe ndị a onye ka o ejide mma onye ọbụla ya achị onye ọbụla chọrọ ka ọ chịa onda onye isi ndị nchaji na eme ka onye a na-arịpọtụ back to onye isi dị nchaji na brigade. Negazie maka emesịanụ